It's been 4 months since we got this trailer for Pokemon Champions, and no new information, no new leaks, no new anything really that's popped up. But as of the release of this video, we are exactly 22 days away from a new Pokemon Presents. Now, we may not get an exact release date, but I'm hoping for at least a release window. Maybe we can get an idea of how many Pokemon we can expect on day one. Is Pokemon Home really going to be compatible effectively on day one? It just really got me thinking, what is Pokemon Champions other than just taking away competitive gaming from the mainline games and being the focal point for competitive? Well, I went on the internet, I read different comment sections, different tweets, different Reddit posts, and I've seen what you, the community, are kind of wanting for Pokemon Champions. And I'm here to say, Pokemon, the people have spoken. Here is our Pokemon Champions wish list. Now, me personally, I am not heavy into competitive battling, but I do want to get back into it. And it's a whole process. Scarlet and Violet was the first Pokemon game that I picked up where I was really dedicated to getting the IVs and EVs and the natures and all of that good stuff and making sure I was there, and I climbed the ladder and it was fun, but I took a break from it because it's not something that I've stuck with. But I do want to get back into it, especially with Pokemon Champions. And I've seen the community say so many different things where some of this terminology is just going over my head. But to some of you, it might make sense. And please forgive me, don't roast me in the comment section, okay? I'm trying here, I'm trying my best. But there was a trailer that did come out showing different things for Worlds, and it did show pictures of the Mega Evolutions, Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard. It was cool, right? You gotta have the OGs. Now, I wanna break this up into different categories, and I think the first one we need to talk about is formats and modes. Game modes and formats, let's just say that. Things that I've seen the community want. I've seen people talk about, well, y'all remember Pokemon Stadium? Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, you remember how you could go in, you could get a rental team? You know what, matter of fact, bring in the mini games. Remember Pokemon Stadium mini games? Oh, that was so fun. Imagine if we could do that, that'd be kind of crazy. But no, on a serious note, rental battle. I think it'd be so much easier for somebody who's new to competitive, or maybe he's kind of familiar with it, but just doesn't really know what the meta is or how to use certain things. You could have a mode of just rental teams that people can go in and use. I know we can do that in Scarlet and Violet. You can get a rental code and it's the same thing. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, just having that mode in there would be so good for like new players. And then on top of that, what if there was like a tutorial mode, like a school where you could go through and like actually learn and have like interactive activities that can help people understand what the IVs are, EVs are, natures, abilities, all that stuff, and make it feel like not so overwhelming for a new player. Because I can tell you with Scarlet and Violet, it was my first time getting into competitive Pokemon, and man, I wanted to do it in Sword and Shield, but I said, nah, it's too much for me. Scarlet and Violet, I made it a point. I said, yo, I'm gonna get into competitive Pokemon, and I did the ladder, and it was fun. But if you're not kept up with it, it can be a lot. You know what I'm saying? It can be a lot. So I think having something like a in-game school tutorial thing that's really interactive, and then having like a rental battle is key for a lot of new players. I've seen people talk about maybe having team battles, league battles, open team formats, regulated formats. I've heard of open sheet, closed sheet. I don't know what any of that means. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not that competitive. I'm trying my best. I'm sorry. Don't come at me. But I think having something like various cups, you know, like Mario Kart's got like different cups. You could have different offline tournament things, right? You can have like a little cup, or where you get nothing but the first stage evolutions of Pokemon. Gym leader tower, where you go up against nothing but various gym leaders from different regions. People are speculating about a story mode. Like, what if there's a story mode? It's a long shot, guys, but for those of you guys that are wanting a story mode, we'll leave it up there, but it's probably going to be very unlikely. When we talk about online gameplay, we're talking about casual, we're talking about ranked, we're talking about scheduled online tournaments, in-game tournaments. Anything that has everything and anything to do with competitive Pokemon and tournaments would be your rank ladders and all that. So that's a given. That's going to be there. It's got to be there. You could even have different gimmick modes, right? A mode just dedicated to just Mega Evolutions, or just Dynamax, or Terrestrialization. Because the only ones that we've seen are Terrestrialization and Mega Evolution. So they might have randomized modes where you can only use a certain type of gimmick. That would be interesting. That'd be fun. But what about currency? What about cosmetics? What about in-game transactions? This is where I've seen people kind of cook. Some people are like, you know, maybe we don't want this, and I get it, you know, but I have a feeling that if this game is free to play, which we don't know, this game is also going to be for both versions of the Switch and mobile. And it being for mobile is a huge red flag for me because it tells me that there's definitely going to be microtransactions. But let's talk about a little bit about that. There could be in-game transactions, right? You could have a shop where you get bottle caps, a rare candy, right? Or experience share. Pokegold, right? We know Pokegold's real huge with TCG Pocket, but you never know. It might have to take your real money to get Pokegold to buy the other stuff. There could be maybe individuals somewhere in a stadium that you can go to for move tutors or held items, consumables, all that kind of good stuff. Now, also, if you do have a shop, you're right, you have held items, consumables, you might also have in-game cosmetics. Now, a lot of people want in-game cosmetics for their trainer, but also what about their Pokemon? Are they going to be able to do outfits for players' characters and their Pokemon? Because if I got some drip on, I want my boy to have some drip on. You know what I'm saying? Because look, and if it's something that's not for you, because you know Pokemon Unite does it really well, right? They have a lot of different cosmetics for the Pokemon, and it's really good, right? They really knocked it out of the park. I feel like having something like that in Pokemon Champions would be dope. Like, why would you not want to have, you know, your Mariah or whoever you throw out there having some sick drip on, dude? Mega Evolution, like, come on, bro. I mean, look, hey, if you want your Gengar and your Snorlax out there butt booty naked, that's on you, okay? I'm not judging, but that's just on you, okay? I mean, for me, I would pay for some cosmetics. I think that'd be kind of cool. Something like that we would need in the competitive scene to really make it feel unique to you, right? That would be a plus for me. People are talking about maybe having something like a battle pass, maybe a battle pass system where you can, you know, as many wins you get or however the battle system will work. Of course, y'all know what a battle pass is. Maybe you want to decorate your Pokeball. You could have stuff like that. There's so many opportunities to add all this cool stuff in there. Is it needed? Obviously not. Of course not. Could we get it day one? More than likely, no. But I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool if you could have character animations, you know? Like, what if you had like your own custom animation for when you win, you lose, or even the way you throw a Pokeball, right? Because in the Blueberry Academy, we did get introduced to how we could change the way we throw a Pokeball. And I think if that carries over to Pokemon Champions, it's just another level of uniqueness for your character. But share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, because I want to know what you guys want on your wish list, or what do you think is going to happen for Pokemon Champions? And are you excited? Let me know, man. And that's been your boy Sarge. I am out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord. Link is in the description down below. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.